Hiya, I'm Salita, and this week I'm going to discuss hyperreality and simulation. So, if you're someone who enjoys conspiracy theories, you might have heard the phrase, we live in a simulation a lot. And honestly, in the chances that we do, we probably wouldn't know it. I did some research and I found a lot of articles on the topic, one stating that there is a 50-50 chance, which is kind of scary, but And there is a lot of movies that are based on simulation and hyperreality and the probable future of our society. I just think it's interesting to see that we've sort of expected these ideas to come to life in the future. A trend I found going around that is a period simulator thing that people do when they compare how men take it and how women take it. Men clearly take it a lot harder than women do, but it's interesting how we can simulate pain to mirror actual pain for people to have. Just like how you can simulate how people feel sick when they're not actually sick. Another thing that is interesting I wanted to discuss is Instagram. It is the ultimate platform for hyperreality, and that is because so many people fake how they look on Instagram, and in real life they look nothing like the picture. It creates a false reality and standard that people look to, which is damaging. A form of hyperreality that isn't damaging, though, is hyperrealistic art, and that is something you might have seen on Instagram where they compare a real item to a realistic drawing, and you kind of have to spot the difference. I personally find it really interesting, and it's genuinely a skill that is hard to master. Though I did find this YouTube video on this girl going on a rant on how she dislikes it, and I have to disagree. I'll link the video in my blog so you can watch it if you'd like, and as someone who enjoys art, hyper-realistic art is definitely not something I'm skilled at, which is probably why I think it looks so cool. In fact, my art is usually quite cartoony and animated, so there really is no difficulty in telling the difference between the reference photo and the artwork. If you look at my DA, I like to show the reference photo and the digital illustration so that my audience can see that they reference each other but are not exactly alike. And that's what I like about it. And there's nothing really better than the real thing anyway. I can appreciate and enjoy hyper-realistic art, but I prefer my art not to perfectly look the same as its reference.